Yes. Yes, sir.
Correct. So we all know what group discussion is, where three or more people decide to talk or discuss about a particular topic. Generally, group discussions are done keeping interview process in mind, or it can simply be done to come to a conclusion regarding a particular topic, to in fact gauge and understand the views and opinions of the various members who are participating in the group discussion. So I want everybody to look at this and follow this to the letter. Now, for those of us, when we'll be hosting the group discussion rounds, the rest who will be observing the rest of the participants will be assessing them as well on these criteria. So, if you want to just take screenshots, etc., either is okay and fine. Okay. So, the process of group discussion, it consists generally of three parts. Now, when we talk about the three parts, firstly is the initiation, the second is the body of the group discussion, and last is summarization or conclusion. Now, initiation. So, the candidate initiating a group discussion not only gets the opportunity to speak first, but also grabs the attention of the evaluator and his fellow candidates. Right? So, whenever you're participating in a group discussion, try your best to initiate the group discussion. But the person who's initiating needs to be able to explain the premise of the entire group discussion, should be able to clarify to each and every participant what the group discussion is about, what the topic is about, and how exactly the entire conversation or the discussion needs to flow. So it helps if the candidate can make a few favorable first impressions with his content or her content, and communication skills become very essential in this regard, because if you cannot speak properly, if you're stammering, if you're not confident, if you're not pronouncing the words correctly, then it can give a bad impression as well. So you should be sound, you should have good communication skills, you should try to make impactful statements. So if a candidate initiates the group discussion clearly but remains quiet after that, even that is not acceptable in group discussions. So evaluators who will be evaluating you when you will be taking the group discussions generally would be observing you throughout the group discussion. So just initiating the topic, introducing the topic is not enough. You have to take more opportunities to be able to speak and also continue adding points wherever possible. Now, it is the initiator's responsibility to put the topic into the right perspective or framework. This is very, very important. So, if you're going to talk about a particular topic, it is essential for the initiator to set the premise. For example, if you're discussing about technology, now technology in itself is a very broad concept. So, the initiator has to demarcate or give the framework of this entire technology in relation to what? In relation to our day-to-day activities, or whether in relation to the business environment, whether in relation to communications, whether in relation to agriculture or various other sectors. So keeping these in mind, you have to put the right perspective, and that is what the job of the initiator is. So it is better to initiate a GD only if you have an in-depth knowledge about the topic being discussed. This is essential. So when I will give everybody time to prepare, take 5-10 minutes to read about the topic, to know what the topic is about, and then start the discussion. Okay? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
So if one is sure about the topic at hand, it is better, or if you're not sure, in fact, then it is better that you keep quiet, let somebody else introduce, so that you understand what exactly is expected in the group discussion. And then you can keep on speaking about that. Okay, so again, listening skills, we worked upon the listening skills so that we could speak properly. So you listen carefully to what the other person is trying to speak in the group discussion, and then you try to put your views or counter views depending upon the situation. One should not be in a hurry to express one's opinion. So you wait for your turn. If somebody is speaking, let them finish and then you speak. Okay? This requires, that is why I say this requires you to be able to adjust according to your members. Okay. Now, next part. Now we know that the initiation is basically a topic getting introduced. One person needs to step up and do it. whilst the others have to understand what is the premise and the framework of the entire topic. The next is the body of discussion. Now, what exactly do you need to discuss? So, the main part of the GD is, well, all the members of the group express their opinions on the topic. So, the opinions either can be supporting other person's opinions or they could be counteracting. So, you could either support or you could counter. So, candidates must restrict themselves to conveying their viewpoints and not use the group discussion as a contest to run down other arguments. So, if you're talking about one topic, stick to that topic. If we are talking about technology, talk about technology. Don't start talking about communications. All right? Stick to the topic that is essential. This is the reason why you need to be able to use the listening skill sets that you have. Now, I think in the last class, I was fairly impressed with everybody else, and I know it for a fact that you guys are good listeners. So, I don't think we should be struggling in this department, whereby you listen carefully and then speak what is necessary. So candidates can politely agree, disagree, or choose to remain neutral. So you've got all three options. If you have no opinion, say I'm neutral. I have no opinion. Now, a speaker should never be interrupted while speaking. That is what I said. Be calm, be composed, wait for your turn, let the others finish, and then you speak your piece. Speaking out of turn and cutting others short creates a negative impression. So if somebody is evaluating you during a group discussion, then you stand to lose out a lot of marks in the process. Okay? Too much aggression can put off prospective employers as well. If you're too aggressive, if you start shouting, you become too emotional, then too it showcases that you are a very emotional person. You might become aggressive in certain situations, and that does not give a good impression to those who have come to employ you or for those who might have come to induct you into the educational institutions. Most of the time, the group discussion rounds are one of the sub rounds of interviews, and it is essential that you nail this round because this is where the final rounds, the list of the candidates are selected from this. So while speaking, the entire group must be addressed so that everyone is attentive towards what is being said. So whenever you're trying to address, don't address me. During this GD, don't address me. I'm non-existent. Address everybody else who's participating in the group discussion. All right. Now the focus should never be on the evaluator because I will be evaluating the proceedings. Please make sure that you're not addressing me. All right. Now, to emphasize the content, relevant proverbs, quotes, definitions, facts and figures, statistics, etc. can be used. So feel free to go to the internet, find whatever you want to use whichever quote you want to use. The more you try to prepare yourself before the GD, because we are doing it extempore, because the class decided to do it. So make sure that you find a couple of relevant quotes and read up a few key points about it. Okay? While using figures or statistics, this is very, very important. Macro figures may be generalized while micro figures have to be specific. So if you're talking about a general overview, then you can use macro figures. But if you're talking about a specific or a localized or a micro figure, it needs to be specific in nature. For example, if I'm talking about the population of the entire world, it's a macro perspective. So the numbers can be micro figures, they can be generalized. And these kind of assumptions and statistical data and analysis can be generalized to the entire population. However, if you're speaking about a particular set of or group of people, say for a class of individuals, maybe it is a division in the college, then you have to be specific in nature. Okay? Lastly, summarization and conclusion. Now, when you're concluding, this is where the entire group, and please don't forget, the entire group is going to decide either in favor of or against the topic. Fence sitting is not allowed. Okay. I'll give you an example. Say if there are 10 people who are participating in a group discussion. Now, if 6 of you decide not to vote, 3 of you decide to vote for the topic and 1 against the topic. So the ones with the for the topic will win. Alright. Single largest majority is considered as the motion getting passed or backed out. So generally, a GD does not have a conclusion because many a times the members are not satisfied. They might have neutral views and viewpoints, but it is expected that you try to come to some conclusion regarding the entire topic. So, for example, if the question is technology beneficial for individuals or is technology beneficial to the society? So you have to have some semblance of a response or a conclusion or a statement that the entire group needs to give. So when we talk about the discussion, always remember that there has to be a single individual who needs to get up or who needs to speak out and summarize the entire proceedings of the group discussion. So you have to give a statement. Now this signals the end of the group discussion. Now the following needs to be kept in mind while summarizing the group discussion. This again is very essential. It should be brief and succinct. That is brief and to the point. All important points discussed must be included. So whatever contributions, whatever the points need to be laid down, the person who needs to get up and conclude for the entire group needs to know what all points have been discussed. So during the course of a group discussion, always keep in mind that you have a pen and paper or pen and a notebook handy so that you can jot down the points, because usually what happens is that any individual might be asked to get up and then conclude what was being discussed. Okay, so the focus must not be on the points made by the presenter alone. It should be on each and every participant's contribution. And another very important thing, don't try to add anything extra. Whatever has been discussed, just stick to that. Okay? That brings us to the end of the process of group discussion. Any questions, any doubts before I distribute the teams? Shall we begin?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll go alphabetically. Is that fine? Or should I do it? I don't know. How should we break this down? So we have a total of 26 participants. Is everybody in? Please raise your hand so that I know that who all are participating. Those who want to or wish to participate, please raise your hand. So I have Vaibhavi, I have Shreya, I have Nidha. That's it. 3 people are going to participate. Nobody else is participating in the group discussion. You guys do realize that this is not an ordinary lecture. I can't be teaching you topics. You guys need to do practicals for this as well. Fine, Shivam. That's it. What about Umang, Shushti, Kirti, Jasleen? Omkar, are you participating?
In what, sir?
In the group discussion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Omkar is there. So fine. We will start with the ones who are willing to participate. So I'll just take your names. Let me know if you're participating. So I know I have Vaibhavi, I have Nidha, I have Omkar. I had Shreya, but I think she left us, which I think she's there. So I have Shreya, that makes 4. Anybody else who wants to participate? Shivam? Srushti?
What will be the topic?
I'll be sharing the topic. Yesterday, I think it was decided that it's going to be extempore. So I'm going to give you a topic. And then I think 5 or 6 of you should be more than enough, because I don't think the others are going to participate. Everybody is quite scared, it seems. All right. So the topic is very easy. Non-vegetarian food is good for health. Today is the first day of Navratri, so I thought this was the best topic that I could come up with. The first one is non-vegetarian food is good for health. Okay, I give you all of you 10 minutes. Prep yourselves. You guys can choose to keep your videos on. It's entirely up to you. Whoever wishes to participate can participate. Preferably, I would like to have at least 6. so that we can at least do a practical of this exercise. Once we do this, we'll do another one. Okay, Pratyush is also participating. Great, Pratyush. All right. So the ones who are participating, please don't feel shy. It's always a pleasure to have and learn new things, right? Because this is only going to help you in your second, oh no, in fact, in this semester itself, all of you who are there in the first year, I think everybody's in the first year, you guys will be having GDs as your communication skills.
Yes, sir. Sir,
So practice
I
first
had to
on.
ask though,
Yeah,
uh, over here, everybody's going to give the same opinion, right? Just adding on each other's opinion is the point of the GD, right? Or we have to disagree as well.
you can disagree.
Okay.
See, giving opinion has to, you don't need to necessarily second someone. If you disagree with them, you can disagree with them. Just make sure it does not turn into an argument. The idea is that you have to ensure that you're polite and that you don't lose your marbles. Simple as that. So 10 minutes. I think you'll start at 6:30. 6:30 is fine. 8 minutes to prepare whether non-vegetarian food is good. And depending upon the number of participants, I think 10 minutes group discussion would be fine. 10 minutes talking. Or should we keep it at 8 or 6? We'll do it
Minutes
as
is
normal.
good.
Yeah, fine. So 10 minutes. So 10 minutes.
I mean, if it's less, then we don't really have to bother, but let's try to go as high as we can, no, sir?
Sure. Okay. All the best.
So, once again, can you go about what has to be done, sir?
What? What are you saying?
I heard you what you said, sir, but it wasn't clear, sir. My network is bad. So, can you just repeat what has to be done, sir?
Well, there's a group discussion. It is it is done in 3 parts. Okay, so if there's an initiator, one person has to initiate and discuss what the topic is about. Okay,
Okay, sir. Anything is to be picked, right, sir?
the topic I've already given.
Yes, sir.
Non-vegetarian food is good for health.
Non-vegetarian food, sir.
Yes, that's the topic. Now you can have a supportive opinion, something that supports it, or you can have an
Okay.
anti-opinion as well. I'm okay with
Yes, sir.
either.
Are we going about like a debate, sir?
No, make sure. See, if debate is fine, don't make it into an argument.
Okay, sir.
That is the only criteria.
Okay, sir.
You can have counterpoints as well. Make sure
Okay, sir.
that I'm just going to share the screen again for the process. Look at that process once again in case you people feel that you might have missed out on certain key points or something like that. Okay. So I'll just share that again. Just to, so understand the roles and responsibilities. That is essential. Ready? Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.